In the top stories, St. Kitts will host regional One Health meeting under OEC's Pandemic Fund project. Government clarifies the visit of Cole Palmer to St. Kitts and Nevis, and teacher assistants benefit from professional development workshop in St. Kitts. The details on these stories and more after the break.
National Home Loans, get your dream home, all could be yours. Walk through the door, come take what you need, get you the keys, all could be yours, what you deserve. National Home Loans, get your dream home, get your dream home, get your dream home. National Home Loans, get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
Every dream begins with a vision, a blank piece of land, a simple sketch on paper, or a conversation around the dinner table. At Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers, we believe that every home starts with hope and ends with something real. From the first brick to the final nail, we are there. We don't just supply materials, we partner in progress, step by step, wall by wall, room by room. We help build lives, futures, and legacies. This is more than construction. It's transformation. It's elevation. It's trust. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us, because your dream deserves more than just materials. It deserves a partner that builds with heart. Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. Representatives from regional and international health and development agencies gathered at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort Ballroom on Wednesday for a high-level meeting on the implementation of the One Health approach under the OEC's Pandemic Fund project. Officials from PAHO, WHO, the FAO, World Bank, CAFA, the Pandemic Fund, and key local government departments, including the Ministries of Health, Agriculture, and the Departments of Environment, participated in the discussions. The meeting focused on strengthening coordination between human, animal, and environmental health sectors. Key outcomes included the drafting of a national priority list on zoonotic diseases, formalization of a national One Health Coordination Committee, efforts to strengthen governance frameworks for multi-sectoral collaboration, and the relaunch of the National Animal Health and Food Safety Authority. This activity is part of a 3-year regional initiative launched in June 2025 in St. Lucia. The project aims to enhance surveillance systems, laboratory capacity, and workforce readiness across 6 OECS countries in unified effort to prevent and respond to future disease outbreaks. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis categorically denies any claims or suggestions of communication with Mr. Cole Palmer regarding a proposed 5v5 football competition. This as reports circulated that the Chelsea and England midfielder was supposed to take part in a 5v5 football tournament. The government in a release said Mr. Palmer was invited to the federation solely to inspire and uplift our young people. His presence was part of the government's ongoing commitment to youth engagement, aimed at encouraging our young citizens to reject crime and violence and instead embrace a life of purpose, discipline, and positive living. According to the government, a key highlight of Mr. Palmer's visit was his interaction with the youth of St. Kitts and Nevis, which was a powerful moment of mentorship. The government remains committed to facilitating more initiatives of this nature that promote healthy choices and constructive lifestyles among our youth. The St. Kitts Teachers Union, SKTU, in partnership with the Canadian Teachers Federation, CTF, and the Ministry of Education, is delivering a 2-week professional development workshop for teacher assistants at the Advanced Vocational Education Center, AVEC. Held under the theme Teaching Together. The workshop aims to enhance teaching skills through focused sessions on classroom management, instructional strategies, and child pedagogy. It also includes special modules on gender equality and unionism. Facilitated by 2 representatives from the Canadian Teachers Federation and 3 from SKTU, the initiative is designed to support teacher assistants in their roles and strengthen collaboration within the education system. The workshop forms part of SKTU's ongoing commitment to professional development and is coordinated by Mrs. Laverne Dublin Collins, SKTU General Secretary and Chair of the Professional Development Committee. After the break, Empower Girls Football Camp aims to inspire future women footballers, and St. Kitts woman charged with larceny and receiving. We'll have the details when we come back.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Shop with confidence and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Plus, with Ready Finance, shop today and pay later. No fine print and no tricks. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
The Empower Girls football camp is currently ongoing at the NCI grounds in St. Kitts. Phoenicia Brown is one of the founders of the camp and explains its purpose.
So the camp itself, we created it to give the girls a fun, challenging environment to learn the game of football and enjoy the game of football. Coming here a few times, I've interacted with girls that when I talk to them and I ask, do you play football? Like, do you like playing football? They say, oh, no, that's just for the boys. So we're just trying to give them a space where they can explore the game and get to play and then just have some fun.
Women's football continues to grow around the world, and Phoenicia herself, a national women's team player, believes St. Kitts and Nevis can find its place in the expansion of women's football.
We're having sold-out stadiums in England and Spain for women's football, which is new and different. And those big countries are pushing the game very much right now, and I think we have a lot of talent here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and I think if we are able to tap into it now and get the younger girls improving their football skills and just getting out and playing more, I think we have a huge opportunity to be on the forefront of women's football because we have the talent here. It's just nurturing that talent and getting it out there.
The camp's co-creator, who plays professionally in Spain with Valencia, believes it is also important that young girls in the federation understand that football and sport in general is something they can make a career out of.
For me, I was able to get an education. I was able to go get my bachelor's degree and my master's degree while playing, and it's a vehicle that can take you wherever you need to go. Like if you need it to help you get into university, that is an option. You can play football in university and then proceed to explore another option if you want to become a lawyer, if you want to do something else. It's a vehicle that can take you many places, even if it's just traveling. You can go and play football around the world.
Meanwhile, Phoenicia hopes she can be a positive role model and continue to inspire the next generation of St. Kitts and Nevis women's footballers. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force has formally charged Shanice Herbert of Limekiln, St. Kitts in relation to a series of offences committed last month. According to a police statement, Herbert was charged with 2 counts of larceny and 2 counts of receiving, stemming from incidents that occurred on June 13, 2025. The charges were officially laid on July 15, 2025 at the Bastia police station. Authorities have not released further details on the nature of the stolen items or the circumstances surrounding the alleged offences. However, they confirmed that investigations are ongoing. Larceny is classified as the unlawful taking of someone else's property with intent to permanently deprive the owner of it, while receiving refers to knowingly accepting stolen goods. Herbert remains in police custody pending further proceedings. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force encourages anyone with additional information related to this case to come forward. Coming up in regional news, Antigua man sentenced to 30 years for murder of Jamaican hairdresser. Stay with us.
Here are your Horsford's Value Mart IGA specials.
Running July 10 to July 23rd.
Now our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Essential Everyday Mayonnaise, just $17.99. Multi-meal bagged cereals, $17.99. Morning Star meatless entrees, just $20.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Waffles, $9.99. Essential Everyday White Vinegar, $14.99. Essential Everyday Freezer Bags, just $8.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Essential Everyday Barbecue Sauce, $7.99. Post-grade grain cereals, $18.99. Terra Exotic Chips, $15.99. White Rain Shampoo and Conditioner, $5.49. The Colgate Toothpaste, $7.99. Dawn Dish Liquid Detergent, $12.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
Meet the Johnson family, living a good life. How are they able to afford all this? By switching their mortgage to National. And you too can take advantage of this great offer. Yes, National Bank's Switch Mortgage will make your dreams a reality with the lowest interest rates guaranteed. You will have more disposable income than ever before. Imagine the possibilities. National Bank Switch Mortgage makes all the difference. Come home to National Bank and get your Switch Mortgage today. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're moving on to news on the regional scene. Sean Mussington, the man found guilty of murdering a Jamaican hairdresser with whom he had a relationship, has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. He was sentenced in the High Court on Tuesday, months after being convicted of the capital offense following a jury trial in March. The judge ordered that the sentence be reviewed after Mussington has served 20 years. Mussington was charged with the brutal killing of his former partner, Simone White Barrington, an offense which occurred on November 14, 2020. During the week-long trial, the prosecution led evidence showing that Mussington was unable to get over his breakup with White Barrington. The prosecution portrayed Mussington as a stalker, describing his actions as a cowardly sneak attack. The Crown also argued that he was obsessed with her and refused to let go, ultimately becoming dangerous. White Barrington was stabbed in the chest with a knife during a gathering. It was reported that Mussington had been monitoring her movements on the night of the incident before grabbing her as she passed him and inflicting the fatal wound. The Jamaican hairdresser died at the scene. Coming up, U.S. flagship HIV/AIDS program saved from spending cuts for now. We'll have the details when we come back.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
And internationally, the U.S. Senate has passed about $9 billion in federal spending cuts requested by President Donald Trump, including deep reductions to public broadcasting and foreign aid, moving forward on one of the president's top priorities despite concerns from several Republican senators. The legislation, which now moves to the House, would have a tiny impact on the nation's rising debt, but could have major ramifications for the targeted spending from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting to U.S. food aid programs abroad. It also could complicate efforts to pass additional spending bills this year, as Democrats and even some Republicans have argued they are ceding congressional spending powers to Trump with little idea of how the White House Office of Management and Budget would apply the cuts. The 51-48 vote came after 2 a.m. Thursday, after Democrats sought to remove many of the proposed rescissions during 12 hours of amendment votes. None of the Democratic amendments were adopted. Among the Republican amendments, however, was one that drew particular attention internationally. After objections from several Republicans, GOP leaders took out a $400 million cut to PEPFAR, a politically popular program to combat HIV/AIDS that is credited with saving millions of lives since its creation under then-President George W. Bush. Up next in sports, cricket, West Indies congratulates Hayley Matthews on ICC award, and marathon world record holder provisionally suspended. Stay with us.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end.
First up in sport, Cricket West Indies, CWI, has congratulated West Indies women's captain Hayley Matthews on winning the ICC Women's Player of the Month award for June 2025. It is the fourth time Matthews has received the prestigious honor after her previous wins in November 2021, October 2023, and April 2024. With this latest achievement, Matthews is tied with Australia's Ashley Gardner for the most ICC Women's Player of the Month awards, further cementing her status as one of the world's premier all-rounders. The 27-year-old Barbadian was recognized for her exceptional play during the white ball home series against South Africa in June. The women's marathon world record holder has been provisionally suspended by the Athletics Integrity Unit, AIU, for a banned substance. The diuretic HCTZ was detected in a sample collected from the Kenyan on 14th of March, the AIU said in a statement. 30 years old, she broke the world record to win the Chicago Marathon in October 2024, clocking a time of 2 hours, 9 minutes and 56 seconds. HCTZ is used clinically to treat fluid retention and hypotension and is prohibited at all times under the World Anti-Doping Agency Code. Her time in Chicago surpassed Ethiopian Tigst Assefa's previous record set in 2023 Berlin Marathon by nearly 2 minutes. And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. St. Kitts hosts Regional One Health meeting under OECS Pandemic Fund project. Government clarifies the visit of Cole Palmer to St. Kitts and Nevis. And teacher assistants benefit from professional development workshop in St. Kitts. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Berridge. Goodbye.